Hey guys, how's it going? I hope you're having a fantastic week because today is the day. I'm continuing with my Janet Jackson discography journey, and we have made it to the year 1993 when she released the album Janet. I'm no fool. I know how big this album is. You guys have been telling me how big this album is through the bit of research I've been doing, the bit of digging I've been doing through the last couple weeks. I know how important this album is. You want to know how important it is? Let me tell you. This album has sold 14 million copies worldwide. Janet, the album, remains one of only 7 albums in history, to produce 6 top 10 hits on the US Billboard Hot 100 chart, including the number 1 singles That's the Way Love Goes and Again. Janet cemented her as an international icon and sex symbol and is listed by the National Association of Recording Merchandisers and the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as one of the 200 definitive albums of all fucking time. Academics argued the erotic imagery in her music videos have contributed to a higher degree of sexual freedom among women. Enough said. So there are 28 tracks on this record. There's only about 14 of them that are actually full length, between 3, 4, even 7 minutes. This album is 1 hour and 15 minutes, so it's gonna be a long one. And from my knowledge, I don't think I've heard a single one of these tracks before. None of the titles of the tracks look familiar to me, but like always, if I start listening to it and it sounds familiar, I'll let you guys know. So do you know what? Enough talking, we're just gonna get into it with track number 1, Morning, which is an interlude. Which is interesting because it doesn't say interlude. On her Rhythm Nation album, whenever there was an interlude, it would say interlude and then the title of the track. This doesn't say when the interlude is going to pop up unless you're actually looking at the running time. I know this is going to be an interlude because it's only 31 seconds. So track number 1, Morning, which is an interlude, which will progress into track number 2, That's the Way Love Goes.
We had the kind of night where morning comes too soon. We used the light from a flickering candle across the room to make the kind of shadows that only one thing could make. Love. Like a miracle flame burned by the fire. That's the way love goes. I'm gonna take you there. That's the way love goes. That's the way love goes. Come closer, baby, closer. Reach out and feel my body. I'm gonna give you one more fire. My love is blinding, so that's the way it goes.
Okay, so that was track number 2, That's the Way Love Goes. I feel like this whole album is gonna be the embodiment of sex. This track in particular. I mean, how many people have had sex to this song? I imagine this whole album, and I haven't even heard the album yet. I couldn't even read the lyrics as I was listening to That's the Way Love Goes because it was making love to my body. Janet, your voice, it was doing unnatural things to me, and I had no time to look at the screen. Occasionally I did, but in my head I was thinking some unnatural and dirty thoughts. Don't mind if I light candles, I like to watch us playing. Baby, I've got on what you like. Come closer, baby, closer. Reach out and feel my body. I'm gonna give you all my love. That's the way love goes. Oh, sugar, don't you hurry. You've got me here all night. And I still have another hour and 10 minutes left of this to go through. Oh my god. I feel like by the end of this album, I'm gonna need some tissues. And you can decipher that how you want to. So now let's move right along to track number 3, which is another interlude called You Know. And then that will progress into track number 4, You Want This. I fucking want it so bad. Is that my sugar daddy?
You know you want me.
Oh, fuck yes. so that was track number 4, You Want This. I gotta say, I've only listened to 2 full-length tracks off this record so far, and I gotta say, these songs are some of the sexiest songs I've ever heard in my entire life. Oh my god. I am now understanding the whole female empowerment when it comes to sexuality, embracing your sexuality if you're a female, not being ashamed, just letting everything go, not feeling like you have to be a typical housewife who has to dress up, who has to hide her sexuality. You know, men are allowed to be sexual, men are allowed to hook up, men are allowed to frolic with all these different kinds of women or men. Women are now waking up and are understanding that they now have the sexual freedom. They can now be everything that a man can be sexually. I know your whole story because you're fine, a boy, and you know it. You think that you can have me. Girls may have been easy, but you have to please me. One thing I've been told, nothing else compares to this loving body. Janet has respect for her body. Her body is a temple. Her body is a goddess. She's a goddess, and you have to please her before you can touch her body, before you can be with her body. And what I love, it's like she's telling the male species that her body is a temple, she is a goddess, and she's telling all these men, you what, I'm not gonna be as easy as those other girls. Sally Nobody, Dana, what's her name? They were so easy to get to. You had your way with them, but you know what? My name's Janet, and I'm not gonna be as easy. You want my body, you have to respect my body first. You have to respect me, you have to respect my mind before you can actually get to this temple that you want. So now let's move right along to track number 5, Be a Good Boy, which is an interlude, and then that will progress into track number 6, If.
Be a good boy and put this on.
Yes, track number 6, If. Oh my god. I mean, I gotta say, If is probably my favorite track on the record so far. I've loved all the other tracks as well, but you know what? This is probably my favorite out of all the tracks I've listened to so far. I mean, these lyrics alone. Close your eyes and imagine my body undressed. Take your time because we've got all night. You on the rise as you're touching my thighs, and let me know what you like. It's so refreshing to listen to an album like this. I like to call this classy sex. I'm getting hot, I'm getting horny listening to this record, but at the same time, there's just something very classy about it. Janet is a classy girl, and when I compare it to music I grew up with, the music I grew up with was just so much more skanky, I guess I want to say, and slutty and promiscuous. I feel like what I'm trying to say is the music I grew up with, a lot of the songs made you want to fuck, whereas an album like this makes you want to make love, if that makes sense. And yes, there is a difference. So let's continue the sex trade with track number 7, which is another interlude, track number 7, Back. And then that will progress into track number 8, This Time.
I'm giving you back.
Oh.
This time I'm not gonna stay. This time I'm scared away. This time you've gone too far. I'm not gonna stay. This time I'm scared away. This time you've gone too far. I'm terrified I never ever see your face again. This time I'm not gonna stay. This time you have got to pay. This time you've gone too far. In my witness, behold, telling me that's the way that I go. This time I'm not gonna stay. This time I'm scared away.
Okay, so that was track number 8. This time, yes! We're just continuing the bop train here. And this time, this track, this song, yes. She is giving him back. I'm giving you back. She no longer wants him. Sayonara, goodbye, good riddance. And this time, I'm not gonna stay. This time, I must get away. This time, you've gone too far. Bye-bye. I love it. I love the opera singer in here. It was so unexpected, but halfway through. And I loved it. I mean, I love going into these first listen videos, listening to the album for the first time. I just love it when the unexpected is thrown at me, and this is no exception. I absolutely loved it. It's so catchy. The melody, oh, I love everything about it. You run it around with those nasty hoes. How long did you think I could take this? You said to me, that's the way life goes. How long did you think I could take this? So it looks like this gentleman did not respect Janet's body. He did not respect Janet as a woman, her temple, her sense of being a goddess. He didn't treat her like a queen. He didn't treat her like a goddess. He was running around with those nasty hoes. How long did you think I could take this? And I should have known. Oh, you weren't for real. But my love for you kept on strong. So she loved him. She wanted to keep loving him, even though all these shitty things were happening. This time, I'm not gonna stay. So finally, she's not gonna stay. She's given him too many chances. She's tried to love him too many times, but enough is enough. This time, I'm not gonna stay. This time, I must get away. This time, you've gone too far. Bye-bye. So now let's move right along to track number 9, Go On, Miss Janet, which is an interlude. And then track number 10, Throb, which has essentially been me this entire video. Wow.
Miss Janet, come for me.
Oh, I'm gonna come for you.
Here we go.
DJ, make me wet. Janet Jackson. Wow. Remember what I said prior when I was getting the sense that a lot of the tracks I was listening to so far on this record were giving me making love vibes and not fucking vibes, and that there was a difference between the two? This one, track number 10, Throb, it's not giving me making love vibes anymore. It's just giving me I want to fuck you vibes. I want to throb. I want to explode. I just want to fucking let loose. I did not say that this video was going to be family friendly. And you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like track number 10, Throb, is the first real dance Janet Jackson song that I've heard on her discography so far. And when I say dance, I mean, Madonna territory, Kylie Minogue territory, DJ Make Me Wet, DJ Make Me Wet. What if, next time you're at the club or next time you're at a wedding reception and you go to request a song to the DJ, hey DJ, can you play this song? Instead, you should say, DJ, just make me wet. DJ, play me a song that will make me fucking wet. Do it. I don't need to tell you guys how much I love this song, so we will move right along to track number 11, What'll I Do? Okay, so that was track number 11, While I Do, and this was another great song that I thoroughly enjoyed. Putting me in a very upbeat mood, not just a sexy mood like the other tracks were doing, but putting me in a very, upbeat, a little bit of a party mood, I will say, and this was definitely a great song. And I was picking up different instruments like the drums and the saxophone, or I don't know if it was a trumpet. Very Saturday night mood, I will say. A little bit of a party mood and just a lot of fun to listen to. Definitely some classic rock influences in this song, which I love. I love classic rock so much. You know how when you're at a wedding reception or you're at a social or some kind of party setting and it's late in the evening, early in the morning, it's like 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. and the night's winding down. This is the sort of song that would play. You're already pretty drunk and you're already in an upbeat mood and I don't know, it's just giving me that sort of feeling. So now let's move right along to track number 12, The Lounge, which is an interlude, and then that will progress into track number 13, Funky Big Bad. Yes. Okay, so that was track number 13, Funky Big Bad. Guys, there aren't any skips on this album so far. Obviously, there are tracks that I like more than others. And Funky Big Band is a great song. Just like the title implies, it's a very funky song, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. Is this a Janet Jackson song I would always go back to? No. But it still puts me in a great mood. You know, it was just getting my body moving, and I had fun listening to this track, so another great song on the record. I love how this album started off with putting me in a very sensual mood, and now it's slowly progressing into putting me in a very upbeat and funky mood. So now let's move right along to track number 14, Racism, which is another interlude. And then that will progress into track number 15, New Agenda.
Into a world sick with racism. Get well soon.
This is giving me Rhythm Nation vibes.
Strong and that's a fact. Now it's time for us to take up the slack. Step it up, time to go to work.
History in me to hide my identity. You've got my eyes, I see more clearly. No need to be afraid. I can say what you want to you now. All that we've been through.
Tell everybody now.
Our time has come to reach us. A new agenda's due. Because of my gender, I've heard no too many times. Because of my race, I've heard no too many times. There's nothing you can do except be what you want to now. All that we've been through.
Check it out, gotta check it out. It's a new thing, check it out. Come on with it now.
Our time has come to reach us. A new agenda's due.
Step it up, better check yourself. I get vexed to protect what we got left all alone. Looking for your own, here it is. What in the world so where is the black labor black of the women in jail? Time to step it up. It's playoff time and the rhyme go to check, so check yourself.
Time has come to rejoice.
Okay, so that was track number 15, New Agenda, and this was a really great song, a song I feel like could have even been on Rhythm Nation 1814. It has that political underlining theme running through it, how she's speaking about being an African American woman, and how history hidden from me to hide my identity, so I never feel I'm somebody. You've gouged my eyes, I see more clearly. You tried to rob my humanity. Amen, all that we've been through, our time has come to rejoice, a new agenda's due. And it's interesting for someone like myself who isn't African American, I'm not a woman, and I don't know what it feels like to be an African American person, let alone African American woman or a man. And at times, I mean, this goes back to the very first YouTube video I ever uploaded on this channel. It was part of my Elaine Jessie series where I was talking about white privilege and would you let me walk a week in your shoes? Because I don't know what it's like to be an African American person, and there are often times where I take for granted my white privilege, and I just want to know what it's like to be someone who is in the minority. And I am in the minority, obviously I'm part of the LGBTQ community. But I oftentimes just wonder what it would be like to be a different ethnicity, to be maybe even a woman. I mean, what is it like to be a woman? I will never know. What is it like to be Native American? What is it like to be East Indian or Chinese? I mean, I don't know. And those are things that I would love to experience just to see a different point of view from somebody else's eyes. You want to know what it takes to rid yourself of me now. There's nothing you can do except me for who I am. So there needs to be a new agenda for accepting people for who they are. But with every no, I grow in strength. That is why African American women, I stand tall with pride. Standing tall with pride for who you are. And I also really like the rap verse in the song. I don't think she's ever included rap in one of her songs before. Correct me if I'm wrong. She might have. There ain't nothing but an us thing. Rewind back to the time where the color of our mother had him call it a crime. Brother, what in the world? The world says, where is the black man? Support of the women and children. It's a very powerful song. And so now let's move on to track number 16, Love Part 2, which is an interlude. And then that will progress into track number 17, Because of Love.
That's the way love. That's the way love. That's the way love. That's the way love goes. So much joy when I look in your smiling eyes.
Okay, and that was track number 17, Because of Love. And yes, I've heard this song before. The melody sounds very familiar. And it's a great song. It's a very pop song, and it's really good. It's a good inclusion on the record. And I love the melody, and I love it. Just like the rest of the record, I haven't disliked a single song so far. Every single song has been awesome. Because of Love is no exception. Really good. I'm also picking up a theme of, I mean, obviously this record is about sensuality and embracing your sexuality as a woman or as a man listening to this record. But it's also love in the sense of loving yourself and loving you for you. It's not just about sex and sensuality and intimacy. It's about loving you for who you are, whether you be down in the dumps, you're not feeling well, you're hating yourself, regardless of the situation. A woman, a man, regardless of your skin color, any problems you have in your life, the way people perceive you, just loving you for you and not caring what people have to say, standing tall because of love, because of the love you have for everyone else, because of the love you have for yourself. And love honestly just makes the world a better place. So, cliche saying, I don't care, it's true. So now let's move on to track number 18, Wind, which is another interlude, and that will progress into track number 19, Again.
I heard from a friend today, and she said you are in town. Time I've said that I'll never fall in love again. Come from a place that hurts, and God knows how I cry. Never fall again. How can I be strong? I've asked myself time and time I said, come too close to happiness, to have it swept away. Don't think I can take the pain. Never fall again. Tell me you love me to live again. 'Cause I'm falling in love with you again. Love
How have I not heard that song before? It's such a beautiful song. Honestly, this has to be one of the most beautiful songs I've ever listened to. I'm a little speechless. Wow. It's a very, very, very touching song. Probably one of my favorites on the record. Definitely 100%. I honestly don't know what to say. I mean, it's that good of a song. 2 big thumbs up, just like the rest of the record. But this song, again, wow. Okay, so now let's move on to track number 20, Another Lover, which is another interlude, and then that will go into track number 21, Where Are You Now? And the title of this track, Where You Now, reminds me of the Britney Spears song Where You Now from her Oops, I Did It Again record.
I would sooner grow old all alone than to ever have another lover.
Okay, so that was track number 21, Where Are You Now? Janet, these ballads are killing me. Very, very beautiful song, just like Again. There's so much meaning in Janet's songs and the lyrics, and even in her voice, the emotion she conveys in her voice when she's singing it's just timeless. I'm just getting all the feels right now. And the sun is setting, so I will be losing light soon, so I have to wrap up this video quickly. But I will say, thank God for an almost speed February now, because it is getting lighter later now, so it's not getting as dark as early anymore as it was in December, where I honestly had to film my videos at 1 p.m. because by 4 p.m. the sun was already down. So anyway, let's move along to track number 22, which is another interlude, Hold On Baby, to track number 23, The Body That Loves You.
Hold on, baby, let me get you ready.
So that was track number 23, The Body That Loves You. She is pleading for her lover to come back to her because her body is waiting for them. And if you want to seduce your lover, and you want them to come to you so that they can take over your body, just read them or speak to them some of the lyrics that Janet is singing in her songs, some of the lyrics that Janet is whispering. Just whisper some of Janet's lyrics into the phone to your lover, and your lover will come running, regardless of where they are in the world. They could be on the other side of the planet, in a different continent, in a different city. They could be in Antarctica. They could be exploring the oceans down thousands and thousands of meters. They will come running to you regardless of where you are, and they will fuck your brains out. As I behold you with my eyes, they'll address you and you'll address me too. I want to feel you move inside me. Oh, how I long for you. These are the hands that'll touch you. These are the lips that'll kiss you. These are the arms that'll hold you. People just don't sing this way anymore. People just don't write lyrics like this anymore. I don't know, maybe I'm not listening to enough current music, but this album is timeless. Stroke me so gently, my love. I love it when you release my desire. Fuck. Okay, so we have to move right along. We just have to. Rain, which is another interlude, and then that will go into track number 25. Anytime, any place. I love the sound of rain.
In the thunder and rain, mind is starting to burn with a baby thought. I was thinking if we could, well, you know, but I wanna start, I just wanna start.
I feel like a webcam boy. Ah. Okay, so that was track number 25, Anytime, Anyplace. The title of the track, I mean, it says it all. I don't need to explain this track to you. Anytime, anyplace. I mean, these lyrics, I mean, they're so steamy, I don't even think I can repeat the lyrics because they're just gonna make me feel and think some unnatural and unholy thoughts. Take me to church. She doesn't care if people are watching. It could be anywhere. It could be in the grocery store. It could be in your car. It could be on a park bench. It could be in the pews in the church. That's taking it a bit far, but who knows? It could be anywhere. Any place, anytime. 4 a.m., 11 a.m., 3 p.m. In the sink, in the bathtub, on the couch. I'm just looking at different things around my apartment. In the fridge, on the stove. Oh my god. But one of the best places, in the shower. So let's just move along to track number 26. Are You Still Up? Fuck yes. An interlude, 1 minute and 37 seconds. And then that will progress into another interlude, Sweet Dreams, 14 seconds. And then the final track of this album, track number 28, Whoops Now.
Are you still up? Sweet dreams. What do you think? Do you think we're gonna have some time coming up soon? Because, you know, we're trying to plan a little trip here. I don't wanna know all about Oops.
Oops. Yeah, so that is the conclusion of the album, track number 28, Whoops Now. Really puts you in a very optimistic mood. Hanging with your girlfriends, your friends in general, and just not having a care in the world. Oops Now, Sorry I Can't Go. Fun in the sun. Eating some lobster, going to restaurants, and it just puts you in a very positive and optimistic mood. With an optimistic outlook on the future, what have you, and I enjoyed it. So that is the conclusion of Janet by Janet Jackson from 1993. This album, this is such a great album. It's so fucking sexy. It's sensual. It's hard on central. It's an amazing record, and the progression is very interesting. It starts off a very sensual record, then it goes more upbeat and fun, and then more serious, and then into ballads, makes you feel, and then once again we get to sexy central and very orgasmic feelings and thoughts, and just so many. Just this album is sex. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. This album is sex. It's oozing with sex. It's full of orgasms. It's throbbing. It's thrusting you against this fucking brick wall here, pulling your skirt up, pulling your pants down, and just making fucking love. You're just fucking anywhere, any place. Who cares who watches? I had a lot of fun listening to this record. I mean, every single song on here I've enjoyed. Obviously, I enjoyed more than others, but as a whole, this is a really great record. And from the 90s, it's really good. I thoroughly enjoyed it. 2 thumbs up. Clapping. Yes, I love it. So what are your thoughts on the record? What are your favorite tracks? What was it like when this album dropped? After coming from Janet's Rhythm Nation, and then now all of a sudden she releases an album like this. What was it like? What was the reception like? How are people taking it? What was the reaction? And how monumental is this album to you and to music in general? What does it mean to you? Because I know a lot of you, this is your favorite Janet Jackson album. So tell me why. So that is that. I had a lot of fun, honestly. So much fun, a very sexy time. This is why I do these first listen videos, because I never know what to expect, and it's like a box of chocolates. Like what Forrest Gump's mom said, life is like a box of chocolates. You just never know what you're gonna get in these first listen videos, and so anyway, thanks for watching, guys. You can find me on Instagram, you can find me on Twitter, you can message me, tell me other artists I should check out from any artist, from any decade. I'm open to almost anything. And I'm excited for The Velvet Rope, which will be the next Janet album that I will be listening to. If there are hidden singles from albums I don't know about, like from compilation records that she put out, greatest hits records that were exclusive to those albums, let me know so that I can listen to them before The Velvet Rope. If not, I'll be excited for The Velvet Rope. So thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.